Hello, welcome once more to the Mega Slime Entertainment Zone. When last you saw me, I was tilted because I lost 2,000 geos. I am no longer tilted. If anything, I'm in a better mood than I've ever been in my life. More or less. Just kidding, I'm in a normal mood. I mentioned before, I'm moving in a couple days, which is why I've recorded like a lot of Hollow Knight in the past couple days. Cause I need to have stuff ready for when I have no internet in my new apartment for a little while. But I am very excited about having a new apartment because there's a lot of stuff I've been putting off that I can get to when I'm there. Like, first of all, I'm gonna soundproof the shit out of it. Gonna get my audio so crisp, like, you have no idea. Like, you've never truly heard my voice, and you will. Gonna get a new computer so that I can edit videos like less of a fool. Like, the way I edit them now is like onto a fool. But the way I'd like to edit them is like well and efficiently. So that's the thing I'm going to try. Gonna build like some sets, I think, for Thought Slime and Scaredy Cats. I don't know if I'll build one each. It's like I definitely wouldn't want to use the same one for both. So yeah, I might end up just building one each. I don't know. Oh, this area is like a squeaky spider zone. I can get up. And I can also fall far down. I'm also going to have like more control over my internet. Just to say right now, I've been, since I've been living in this apartment, I've just been using my landlord's Wi-Fi. Which is very convenient because it means I don't have to pay for internet, but it also means that like I have no control over, like I have no access to the modem, and I can't like, forgot that you could do that. Oh, very, very lucky there. How do I get past this fool? Maybe I can't. Maybe that's what this area is meant to teach you, that there is no escape from that fool. But what's good about that, about the modem thing, is when I stream, I can stream in better quality. Right now, like, when I'm streaming over Wi-Fi, I'm basically streaming at 720p. If you didn't know, I stream every Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But I stream in 720p because the internet in my apartment, just Wi-Fi, right? I don't have... That was the definition of insanity, is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. That's what it says in the DSM-5. Give me soul. Thank you. So I'm looking forward to that. Looking forward to a lot of things about it. It's going to be a much more convenient space for me. And be able to do my laundry whenever I want. Ensuite laundry, baby. Central air, that's going to be a big one. I'm looking forward to having a desk where I can sit and work. That's going to be nice. Right now, I just do all of my work on the couch. Which means that there's no separation between work time and Matthew time. which, you know, the nature of my work is that there always kind of isn't. But, boy, I'm just shitting the bed here. Okay, there we go. But it would be nice to at least be able to have a little bit of discipline in that way. Especially because, like, as I've added more projects to what I do. Because I'm getting distracted mid-sentence. Let me finish one sentence and then move on to the new thought. But as I add more projects, like this channel, for example, is a great example. The most recent example. I end up realizing that there's no upper limit to the amount of time I could spend working, you know? Other than, like, the time that I spend awake. Like, I could literally spend all waking hours working if I so chose. And that temptation is there, right? Like... and I don't mean that in a negative way necessarily, because, like, you know... I don't know if there's a better term for this than workaholism, but workaholism is a real problem, and, like, YouTubers complain about burnout a lot. The body of a fallen warrior. Is he gonna get up and get me? Surprisingly, no. But for me, like, a lot of this is just stuff I want to do, right? So it's good to have more time and, like, you know, better time management so that you can just do more of the things you want to do. You know? Because it's like, I've never been a particularly hard worker. You can just leave, huh? It really feels like you should be a boss fight. I even got spirit hearts. I'm not a particularly hard worker, I never have been. But for some reason, my job now, I guess just because I like it, like, I found myself just adding to my workload constantly. I think there's also a part of me that feels like really bad about succeeding in my field. Like, there's a part of me that's like, oh, there's so many people that do what I do better than me, and they're not doing as well as I'm doing. So I'm like, well, if I just, you know, throw more and more work under the pile, then it's like, that justifies me succeeding at least, you know, then it's fair. Because then I'm trying harder, you know? And that's kind of a toxic impulse, but it's like, it's also kind of like, it has advantages, you know, like it means that I don't let things slip too much. Like, every week I've got a new Thought Slime video, every week I've got a new Scaredy Cats video, and, like, since this channel's been live, every day I've had a new Mega Slime video, at least one new Mega Slime video, and then, you know, so, like, it allows me to just kind of, like, I don't like that at all. I don't like what he did. Oh, there's more of you. Oh, and I fell, and I hurt my bottom. It lets me, you know, keep on track with that kind of thing. How does one hit you? You're very hard to hit. Confusing. So, like, you know, I don't want to make it sound like I'm complaining, because I'm not. Like, this is all my choice. Like, the reality of it is, if I worked about half as hard as I did, probably, I don't know if my income would change all that much. You know what I mean? So it is like, no one's forcing me to, you know, and even if it wasn't the same, like, no one's forcing me to work hard, except maybe me. But I don't know how to get up there. I've been up there before. I see now. But I'm hoping that with the new place, because I'm also moving in with my partner, which I'm very excited about. And she tends to keep a sleep schedule a lot better than I do. Well, no, she tends to keep a waking up schedule a lot better than I do, is a better way to put it. She doesn't sleep enough, but she does wake up on time, unlike yours truly. And that's like, that is a problem that gets worse when you do a job, when you work for yourself. You can just wake up at any time and no one can stop you. Ah, okay. You know what? I don't need to fight him. Probably. Maybe, perhaps I do. Oh my god! It happened again! But that, with that comes like better time management, right? Like, I'm the type of person, I'm always scrambling to get things done. Always. And I always have been. Like, I'm never ahead of the game. Like, I've got so much packing to do. I've got so many videos to make this week. I say that. I've got 2 to make this week. It's fine. But I'm just kind of always, you know, procrastinating and putting things off. And kind of the advantage to, like, waking up early every morning is it's much harder to do that. It's much harder to procrastinate because just something about getting up early just stops you from like wasting your time on the stuff you don't like. Wasting your time is a pretty judgy way to put it, I suppose, but like if you get up at 7 every morning and you like, you know, go on Twitter and then like have a coffee and eat your breakfast and whatever, by the time you're done all of that, it's 8 o'clock, you know? And you still have plenty of time left over in the day to, you know, even if you did like a typical 9 to 5, you'd still have an hour of fucking around before you even had to start. So like, it's just easier to get things done. And I know like you could wake up later and still spend the same amount of time awake, but it just feels more productive in the morning. Like, just trust me on that. So I'm looking forward to getting that shit unlocked. Because for a while, for like a couple months, I had my sleep schedule like perfect. Like I was every day getting up at 7 and going to bed at midnight, which is only 7 hours sleep, but it's still, you know, it was good for me. It's all I needed. And it was great. Like, I just felt like I had so much more time. Just throw a couple of those at him. Okay, you're not so tough. Maybe you're pretty tough. I don't know. It doesn't look like there's any more guys to heal from. I just want to save this caterpillar. Yeah, they do 2 damage to you, huh? Or did I just have 1 HP? Hard to tell. Boy, I hate these guys. I hate them a lot. That's my opinion on those guys that I was just fighting. Maybe I'm not supposed to be in this area yet. I don't know, hard to say, because it does feel like I can hurt them. But it feels like there's probably an attack that hurts them better that I don't have yet. I'm gonna leave some of you behind so that I can heal if I need to later. game makes you think kind of like a vampire. I think I've mentioned that before, but like the fact that you heal from killing enemies makes you feel like, okay, well, they're almost a resource. You know what I mean? Also, like, I've been living in this apartment for 6 years, maybe 5.5. No, 6. 6.5, come to think of it. And it's just like, it's not great. Like, it's very affordable, so that's good. But it's very small. I'm sharing a space sort of with my landlords. Like I live like essentially in their attic. I haunt their attic like a ghost. And every time I come downstairs to like leave the house, no matter what time of day it is, the dog barks at me. The dog who I've known for 6.5 years and I've regularly dog sat for, hates my guts and will bark at me. I don't get. And I worry it's because dogs can sense evil and it knows something about me that I don't know. Now, was there not a bench pin? See, the bench is already on the map, so I've already explored this area. That guy was just asleep, huh? Oh no, that's my friend. Soul area swarms with deadly critter, blah 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 blah. You're fine. Okay, alright, look. We know which way to go and we're gonna go there. But yeah, I've lived here a long time and like the thing is, I'll level with you, like I basically could not afford to leave this apartment for the entire time that I've been here. It's only like very recently that I've made enough money that I can afford a more sensible apartment for adults. Which is thanks to all of you who watch my videos and donate on Patreon and bless me with this wonderful life that I now have and take for granted. Okay, fell down there. Shouldn't have fallen down there. It's interesting that I can, in the same sentence, thank people for providing me with a better life and then feel guilty and say that I am taking it for granted. That's the opposite of taking things for granted. Oh yeah, come to life, why don't you? Was having a heart-to-heart. Boy, I'm getting into it today. But yeah, like, people keep saying, like, oh, you've lived in this apartment for so long, like, aren't you gonna miss it? And it's like, nah. This apartment represents to me, like, I went through a lot of hardship for many years, and it all started when I moved here. And it's not because of the apartment, obviously, but it's just like a lot of the worst times of my life took place in this apartment. And I'm excited to kind of leave it behind, you know? Start fresh somewhere else. And have some happier times. I kind of view, like, and this is the way I've been explaining it, you know, to my partner, but I view moving as an opportunity to kind of reset and recalibrate, like, what's important to me. Boy. And, like, there's a lot of things that I want to do differently when I move to the new apartment. Like, I want to, see, for a long time I felt like, I don't know if stagnant is the word, but like, I feel like I've hit into a pattern with my work that is very, it's like it has to be this way in a way, right? Like, because of how quickly I produce it, but it would be better for me and I think the audience if I could like learn new techniques and vary up what I'm doing a bit more. And so I'm hoping to devote a bit more time in the new apartment to learning more about video editing. And just like new stuff, you know, like change things up a little. And I've been doing that like a little. Like in a couple of recent videos I had costume changes and Scaredy Cats is kind of on this seasonal odyssey right now. I just want to shake things up. I think it's good to do every now and then. Alright, we finally made it to a new area. This was a talky episode. But it's like that sometimes. I don't know. Hopefully you enjoy it when I can open up like that. About my life, rather than the video game Hollow Knight. It's gonna happen sometimes. I'm just distracted, I guess. That's gonna do it for today. I will see you tomorrow in the Mega Slime Entertainment Zone.